of fans has decided to pose a question for me, and that question is very long and lengthy, and it's asking me to talk about a broad range of topics, most of which I can cover very well and in depth. But one of the problems is that I'm driving down the road and I completely have this horrible ADD, fucking Tourette's, fucking psychotic, fucking whatever the fuck, scumbag ass brain that will not allow me to fucking remember a goddamn thing at any fucking point in time, if you will. And one of those things, a few of the things actually stand out. I really appreciate the question, and it's going to take a couple of videos to actually cover them because they're really good topics. I know he asked about crashes, like thoughts on first-time crashes and stuff like that, you know, and that actually brought up a couple of different points that I'd actually like to touch on. And one of those is that do you do that as like your like first-time crashes and like how they're caused and like progression thereof, like into more serious crashes, or do you want to talk about like overanalyzing first-time crashes and how people like to pick on you about simple mistakes that you made that resulted in you going down and stuff like that? You know, that's a kind of a broad topic that's going to get its own video eventually. One of them were the oh shit moments in life when you're on a motorcycle, and God knows there's plenty of those, that's for sure. Like that random ass dog that comes running out into the fucking road and like is like gonna bite you and shit. That's a fucking oh shit moment right there in and of itself. You know, that's another one. And my favorite thing that he actually posted were, you know, biker thoughts, you know, basically like biker thoughts. And that one was my favorite, and I'm actually saving that one for last, just for the simple fact of it's just a really good idea for a video, and I'm excited about posting something on it, but I need some time to actually work on that because, believe it or not, I don't rehearse these, but I do think them out quite a bit before I apply voice to video. But today I figured we would take one of those topics and just go ahead and brush right the hell all over top of it and use it. I got a fart. The one that I've decided to pick for tonight is the one that we can all kind of relate to, and I got a little bit of a story that I'm going to tell along with it that happened to me right after I started riding a motorcycle. And we're going to talk about oh shit moments on a motorcycle. By far one of the broadest topics that could be covered. One of the most common oh shit moments that I've been able to find so far, and these are the most common ones, are the dog that runs out of the fucking neighbor's yard and tries to bite your leg. That shit is fucking terrifying, you know, and it could just be like, sorry, my nose itches and I got boogers. It could be just like a chihuahua and it just comes, you're like, ah, goddamn, you're trying to like crawl away from like El Chupacabra and doing 40 miles an hour at the same time and not crash into a fucking parked car. That's a terrifying experience for all parties involved, including the dog, because you're about going to run him over. He's going to shit himself. And the little bastard, if he farts too hard, he's going to fly across the fucking road and underneath of a fucking car tire and get squished. Another oh shit moment, by far, is the death wobble. Imagine, if you will, you're in high school and you've yet to make it to third base. Basically, equate riding a motorcycle on the streets for the first time with being in high school and attempting to get to home plate, basically, with a girl. Now, let's go ahead and equate it to that. Now, that being said, death wobble is like the clitoris. We've all heard about it. Few have experienced it. Much like the female orgasm. It will happen at complete random, just like your first sexual encounter. And when it does happen, it's fucking terrifying, just like your first sexual encounter. And chances are it's going to leave you broken and confused, just like your first sexual encounter. Death wobble is referred to in many different ways. It's death wobble, head shake, or uncontrollable head shake, and tank slapper, you name it. Basically, and I'm going to try not to induce one, it's another oh shit moment that many of us have actually experienced is coming around a sharp right-hand turn and seeing someone in your lane. Now, my personal experience with this was actually coming home on my very first Father's Day. My son was just a few months old. I think he was about 6 or 7 months old, and I was on my first DRZ. And I was coming home from working third shift, because back then I worked 11 to 7 p.m. And I came down this back road that I'd rode many times thinking, it's Father's Day. It's my first Father's Day. I'm going to go for a little bit of a ride before I go to the house. I come over top of a blind hill, and let's say I'm right here in the lane. I don't know how much of this you can see, but I come over top of a blind hill, and a kid in a Mustang comes over the same hill doing 70 to 80 miles an hour, 3/4 of the way into my lane. I immediately pull one of these and get as far over as I can to where my tires are on the white line. His cell panel, his faux brake cooling scoop, smacks me in the calf and knocks my little side mirror all the way in. After I picked myself up out of the ditch because I ended up in it, I was all right. There was no harm done. I chased his ass down, and this is a true fucking story. He tried to run from me, and I chased him all the way into Seymour, took my helmet off when he stopped and said, "I didn't even do anything to you." I took my helmet off and smashed it into his windshield as hard as I could, and when he came at me, I punched him in the face, wearing carbon fiber reinforced gloves. Now, I don't know what kind of a stupid twat you gotta be to fucking come after someone wearing full motorcycle gear to begin with, but you gotta be a special kind of retarded. My oh shit moment. And this isn't like a dog ran out in front of me, a car come over a hill, or fucking accidental death wobble, or any of that other shit, which I've still yet to achieve, thank God. My oh shit moment is a real oh shit moment. It is the shittiest of oh shit moments. Few people have experienced this oh shit moment. I had worked, at this time, I had taken over my business. I was no longer working third shift. And it was 11 o'clock at night, so I had just gotten off, and back then I had an 06 CBR1000RR, blue and yellow, and it was my pride and fucking joy. I love that bike. And I'm coming down this exact fucking highway, this one right here. And the reason why I've stalled until this point is right up here, there is a detail shop. Right there, which you can't fucking see, but it's painted up like an American flag. You may have seen it in some other vids. A white Subaru WRX STI pulls out behind me. I believe it was an STI. He gets right on my ass. This, of course, sits with me as, homeboy wants to play. So, I obliged him, and I rolled into the throttle thusly. Boy, I went a lot faster than what I clearly just did. Now, earlier that night, we had some guests come in that were really good friends of ours, and they made tacos. And what it was is they used the grill outside to actually cook the taco meat on like some tin foil shit. And they were fucking delicious. They're like southern tacos. I ain't never in my life had something so delicious. And the problem though is that they said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Give me, you know, some jalapenos and some this and some that." So the key point in this is the fucking jalapenos. They brought me a whole thing of the fucking kosher or whatever the fuck, I can't remember the brand. Fucking good ass jalapeno, chopped up, pickled. And they brought me a whole bunch of them. I ended up eating like 3/4 of this fucking jar. And I'm like, I love me some fucking tacos, man. Cheese and fucking meat and fucking tortilla shells and holes and fucking jalapeno. Oh, God. I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. Just thinking about those tacos is giving me the horn. So I ate like 3/4 of this fucking jar of fucking jalapenos. So fast forward back to where we left off. We are running like 115, 120 at one point. And I'm not really burying into it because it's night. I'm a novice rider, and there's deer fucking everywhere. This is Tennessee. The little bastards like hide behind trees and shit, just like, here he comes. Now, 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 now. No one fucking likes being dead. It's fucking cold and there's worms and shit. Mr. Subaru is like, he's trailing far enough behind. He's like, he knows the rules. He's like hanging back, he's having fun, sweeping the corners just like I am. And he's like hanging back a little touch. So like we're coming up to this part of the road. I feel like some churning going on in my guts. Like, oh God, you know, like I'm gonna shit. But now those of you who ride motorcycles obviously know that sitting on a seat like this pinches your butt cheeks together in such a way that you could have a cinder block about to fall out of your asshole and it would hold it back. So in order to fart, or at least air pressure, you have to whoop and stand up. So right about this point in the road, I am cramping. I've got like some serious gas cramps going on. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to fucking release some pressure. And at this point, we're probably still doing like 110. And we're coming down into Seymour where they write all the tickets. Right where I just let off the gas is where I started slowing down. Homeboy gets right behind me on my ass, because we're pulling up to another car that's in that lane. And I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta fart. And I stand up and I'm like, here we go. I'm gonna blast some bass. and I shit my pants. I very confidently shit my pants on my motorcycle doing 85 miles an hour. And I don't mean like normal shit your pants. I mean, this was hot fucking lava. I basically shit out battery acid. It was bad. It was really bad. I felt like the devil had shoved a red hot poker in my butthole. And at one point I actually wondered if I had caused irreversible damage. I was still young at riding and I wasn't wearing as much gear as I should have been. I was wearing a jacket and gloves and boots, but I was wearing shorts with no underwear on because it was 90 degrees outside that night. So there was nothing holding this tidal wave of feces back at all. So 85 miles an hour on a CBR. I stand up in shorts with no underwear on and shit my pants. It comes out of the shorts, and there was a lot. It was one of those like, well, it's happening, so why even fucking bother stopping now? And it felt so good, the relief, that I just let it happen. And I didn't think nothing about the car behind me and the fact that I was doing 80 fucking 5. All I knew was the headlights went away really fast. And I sit down, and of course it's immediate squish. I thought to myself, self, you're gonna have to throw these clothes away. There's no salvaging this. You may even have to burn the bike at this point. I don't even think the bike is salvageable. We pull up to this traffic light right here, and I stop, and he pulls up beside me. He refuses to make eye contact. I glance at his car, which was this fucking pristine white paint job. Now, smeared with shit. Fuck, it's a human. My balls are sticking to my fucking legs. We're talking about dicks. Dicks. I proceed to ride the rest of the way to my house in complete silence. I turned my music off because I didn't feel like I had earned the right to listen to music. I pull into my garage and I do the fucking penguin waddle out to the truck to open the garage door, and I pull my bike in. I shut the garage door behind me, strip off all of my clothes, and just throw them in the garbage can. Fucking buckle shorts and then, I mean, shirt and all. I said fuck it with the shirt. I almost threw away the jacket, but it's the only jacket I had, and I wanted to ride the next day. There was shit all over this motorcycle. I realize at this point that you're probably appalled by what you're hearing, but you know what? You clicked on my video and god damn it, you knew the risks involved. If you didn't, I apologize. Now please, by all means, go fuck yourself. I come in the house and I've got poo everywhere, and the wife looks at me and is like, what the fuck? And why are you naked? It's like, I got beat up by pulleys. And I just hopped in the fucking shower and showered the shit off me. Next day, I went out, looked at the bike, just shut the garage door and said, fuck it, ain't even worth dealing with. I get teary-eyed just thinking about it.